Hello, this is a recap of a Japanese movie called As the Gods Will, 2014. At the beginning of the movie, three students, Sean, Amaya, and Ishaka, are shown as a voice in the background complains to God about his dull and boring life. In the next scene, we see Sean along with his friends in the college classroom, where a doll named Dorma Doll has forced the students to play a game. The game is Dorma Songo Kornota, where an ugly-looking Dorma Doll with only a head is seen on the desk in front of the students. The doll turns around after he sings, and if he finds someone moving, he kills them and turns them into red marbles. The remaining students start worrying as they are unaware of the game rules and might enjoying their dead friends. One by one, their numbers start decreasing. Two of the boys try to open the door to escape but find it locked. They are caught moving by the doll and are killed immediately. Suddenly, a gamer boy approaches everyone to read the message at the back of the door. The message says that the game will be over if they press the button. A guy quickly runs to press the button, but the doll turns around and kills him. Suddenly, Sean notices that there's a timer on the back of the doll and realizes that they don't have much time left. Hearing this, several other students run to switch it off, but every single one of them fails. That's horrible. At last, only Sean and the gamer boy remain, as all other students are turned into red marbles, making it impossible for them to reach the doll without slipping. With time running out, the gamer comes up with an idea and tells Sean to use his back to jump over the dead bodies to press the button easily. Sean finally presses the button, thus ending the game. As the survivors are celebrating, the doll declares Sean the only winner and they kill the gamer. The movie then cuts to the past when life was boring and normal for Sean. He is sitting on a couch playing video games and changing channels. After the game ends at school, he is walking with his gamer friend, who suggests he ask Ishaka out as she passes a smile to him. Ishaka is another student in the school who also loves to play video games. Sean answers that he doesn't have any feeling for her and sees her only as a friend. Both of them heads towards the classroom when they meet a boy being beaten up by Amaya, the school bully. Inside the classroom, Sean gets asleep and a loud sound wakes him up. Just then, his teacher's head explodes and the Dorma doll appears again. The events at the start of the movie contain from here. In the present, Sean starts praying to God to return home to his boring life. The Dorma doll mentions Sean as a mouse and tell him that a cat is coming for him very soon. Meanwhile, Ishaka approaches Sean's classroom and is horrified after seeing its condition. Sean asks her if she knew what's happening, but she says that she is as confused as he is. They try to call the police but find no signal. They then try to flee the school, but all the exits and doors are locked. The two then run from the scene towards a basketball court, where they are surprised to see some students in mice costumes who survived the Dorma doll. They looked at the floor and find the words "Fit the cat spell." For it to end, the school president then orders them to wear the mice costumes. Just then, the floor of the court opens up and a gigantic plastic cat appears from beneath. The big cat starts gobbling the students one by one, which sends everyone into a state of panic. Sean notices the ball-like bell with a timer on it. He quickly informs everyone that in order to end the game, the bell must be passed through the basket placed on the cat's neck. One of the students, who is a good basketball player, shoots the bell, but the cat managed to catch it and threw it back at the student, killing him instantly. Sean seemed to be a genius and quickly notices that the cat is killing only those who are wearing the mice costumes. He then suggests everyone remove the costume, to which everyone complies. For a while, the cat remains idle, but as the students start celebrating, the cat devours another one. The students start screaming and running again, and the Ishaka falls on the floor amidst the chaos. Sean immediately gets into the mouse costumes and starts to distract the cat. He realizes that by wearing the costumes, one can hear the voice of the cat. All this time, the poor cat was just requesting them to scratch it back so that it could sleep quietly. Sean quickly gets on its back and starts scratching it. He then tells the other to join him, and the cat finally falls asleep. Now that the cat is asleep, Sean grabs a pill and proceeds to throw it over the hole. The other students, however, stop him as they think that the only one who scores the pill will be the winner. Ultimately, they all start quarreling with each other. As they are fighting, the cat walks up and starts attacking the student again. Sean comes up with a plan once again. He is very smart. He takes Ishaka's inside and conceals the pill in a regular basketball to deceive the cat. As they throw the ball and are ready to celebrate, the pill bounces on the ring, but suddenly Amaya arrives in the nick of time and heroically scores the shot, thus ending the game. The cat then declares that only Sean, Ishaka, and Amaya can live. Sean asks about the fate of the loser, but before he gets an answer, Amaya kills the remaining student. Amaya then says that only the strongest will survive, which is God's will. Amaya approaches Sean and tells him that both of them are alike, as they have what it takes to survive. Ishaka, on the other hand, disagrees and mentions Sean being kinder, stronger, and smarter. Amaya is infuriated and tries to attack her, but the cat sprays a gas from its mouth and knocks them all out. In the next scene, a news channel is seen reporting about the incident happening around the schools as a terrorist attack. Another news report shows large cubes hovering above the cities and mentions the defense and the police departments are yet to find any entrance into the cubes despite various attempts. The media also reveals that the survivors of the accidents are God's children, as they are able to survive such a tough situation. Some media and interviewers, along with the professor from our university, are seen mentioning the accidents as the alien invasion of human existence. Next, we see a homeless person reporting a damaged radio just by touching it. Later, Sean walks up in one of the cubes. Among the other survivors, he finds Takumi, his childhood friend, along with a shy and timid girl Tiara, an arrogant but intelligent student Tioka. Sean is disappointed in finding himself playing the death game again. He tries to escape but finds all the door locked. Tioka then informs him that the only way to escape the room is by winning it. He also brags that his intelligence will lead him to victory. Through a screen, they are informed that they have to find the key to escape. Just then, 4 wedding dolls enter the room. They introduce themselves and the rules of the game. They say that each of the participants will be blindfolded and the dolls will circle them singing songs. When the song stops, the participant will have to guess which of the 4 floating Kokashi wooden doll is behind them within 10 seconds. Failing to guess correctly would result in their death. However, in the Kokashi dolls lose, one of them will explode, releasing an answer key that will open the doors and allow the survivors to go to the next level. The confident Tioka guessed first and Tiara second, but both of them fail to answer and are immediately killed. The doll then approach Takumi next, but Sean insists on going first. With the help of his intelligence, he wins the game, as he was able to note the difference in their voices. With the help of his phone, he then reveals that he had recorded their voices when Tiara was playing. After the game ends, the doll explodes, leaving behind a key which Sean grabs. He then leaves the room along with Takumi. Outside, they see a guy being chased by an ugly-looking doll. The guy approaches them and requests them to hold his hand to save his life. He mentions that the doll can't hurt those holding hands. They decided to help him out, and the doll leaves saying that he is jealous of those whose friendship is strong. Sean looks at the evidence Takumi is wearing and goes into flashback. There, Takumi is ready to end his life from a rooftop when she notices Sean smashing cups and glasses into a wall to release his anger. Sean then offers Takumi to do the same, and she starts breaking the cookery, which make her feel better. At present, she is wearing the same cup handle that Sean had offered her. Suddenly, they hear a girl's voice screaming from the other side. They run towards the scream and find Ishaka running away from the same dreadful doll. Sean jumps to hold her hand immediately and saves her. Soon after, a wall erupts and reveals a doll's face with 7 of the key entries. Sean and his group reach the place where 2 contestants are already waiting. They count their key but find that 3 of them are still missing. nothing. Suddenly, Amaya appears at the scene with the remaining keys and they kill his companion, as only 7 of them are able to qualify for the next round. When all of the 7 locks are unlocked, the doll face announces them as the winners, and it erodes backward into the wall, making a passage like a structure. Then a voice directs them to follow the passage by wearing the costumes provided. Here, it is revealed that all the games are telecasted all over the country. Next, the crew finds themselves inside a frozen room. A large polar bear enters and introduces himself. He mentions that he hates liars and black-hearted people. In the game, the contestants just have to do one thing: speak the truth. Failing to do so will result in their death. The game begins when he asks everyone about their favorite food. After they reply, the bear suspects someone of lying. The bear gives the participants 2 minutes to present a lie. At first, they defend their answer, but later all point towards the guy who answered partially. The bear then instantly stops him to death. For the second question, the bear asks if they like Sean. All of them who know Sean, including Takumi, answer yes, and the other who don't know him answer no. The bear still believes that one of them is lying to him, and again suggests the remaining participant to name the liar. All of the participants answer Takumi as the liar, as Sean and Takumi were out of contact for a long time. Despite Sean's best attempts to save Takumi, she gets killed. Devastated by the loss of his friend, Sean screams that the liar and traitor among them is none other than the white bear himself. It's turned out to be true, and the bear sheds his white color and reveals his original color to be black. As all the lies are caught, the game officially ends, and the survivors are taken to the last game. The remaining 5 participants are taken to a temple. After the door opens, 3 wooden dolls welcome them and also congratulate them for making it this far. The 3 of the dolls introduce themselves as fitness, intelligence, and imaginations. They reveal the last game name as Kick the Can for it to end. One of the participants will be the demon, and the rest will be the victims. Until the demon places the can to the designated place, the victims will get their time to hide. The demon will then have to find all the victims. He will have to name them after seeing their faces, after which he can imprison them inside the cells. In this way, if he imprisons them all and they kick the can, he will be the winner. However, if a victim managed to kick the can, the other victims will be considered the winners and the demon will lose. But the victim who kicks a can will die as the can explodes. Then the 5 takes turn picking a stick, with the red stick going to the demon. Amaya obtains the red stick. He quickly places the can on the ground and starts searching for the other. 2 of the students are quickly captured. Ishaka then sacrifices himself in order to distract Amaya, while Sean escapes. After imprisoning Ishaka, Amaya screams that he doesn't need to find Sean to win the game, and despite Ishaka's advice to hide, Sean comes out wearing an armored suit, with which he is hiding his face. Sean then tells Amaya that it is impossible for him to get caught as his face is covered up. Amaya finds this ridiculous and he quickly takes off Sean's helmet. As Amaya proceeds to kick the can and end the game, he realizes that Sean has attached an iron chain to him. Sean then jumps into the water and starts dragging Amaya with him. As Amaya struggles to pull Sean out of the water, he sees that Sean has removed the armor and is slowly proceeding towards the can. Suddenly, Amaya managed to break free and runs towards the can, but Sean kicks it first before him. They prepare for the explosion, but nothing happened. The game is finally over, and the dolls declare everyone winner except Amaya. They also reveal that the explosion was just a lie to make the game even more interesting. Unurged, Amaya then grabs one of the dolls and says that he isn't supposed to die, as he was chosen by God. The doll starts laughing and reveals that no one was supposed to die. The winner are then congratulated with the firework in the sky. The doll also provided some ice cream to celebrate their success. While eating the ice cream, Sean finally asks Ishaka for a movie date and also embraces his feeling for her. Ishaka happily agrees, but when their ice cream melts, they see something written on the sticks. The doll then reveals that despite making it this far, they need luck to live. Amaya and Sean notice the words "You live" on their sticks, while the other three, including Ishaka, find the words "you die." A doll then kills the loser as Sean watches in horror, while Ishaka disappears into thin air. Sean and Amaya finally emerge from the cube, where they are cheered by a large crowd. They are calling them God's children. Amaya rejoices, but Sean bends down in despair, declaring there is no God. After all of his losses, one of the dolls corrects him, saying that God does exist. The movie ends as the same homeless man from before is revealed to be God.